Hello fellow YouTubers, Mac in VR here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my first year on YouTube and what a roller coaster it has been. My channel is all about virtual reality, tech reviews, games and VR news, but my experience could equally be about any other channel on YouTube, whether that be vlogging about makeup, cooking up a storm in the kitchen or home DIY. All my experience is relevant. Let's get straight into it then, and remember, we're born to respawn. So, 1 year of this mad journey into the unknown on YouTube. My channel launched on the 31st of March 2020, so I'm going to look back over the last 12 months. I'll discuss the evolution of the channel from those first tentative steps as a complete amateur, trying to find my identity, through experimenting with my channel to my current setup now, which is much more refined and coherent with my goals as I progress. I'll look at the good things that have happened and discuss the things I haven't been so keen on. I'll talk about revenue streams, how I'm preparing to make sure that my hard work is rewarded with cold hard cash. And part of this is how to build relationships with manufacturers without being a sycophant and keeping your principles intact, mostly, plus blagging a few freebies along the way. Finally, I'll talk about my goals for the future. Where am I going? Where do I want to be in the next 12 months? Why is everybody looking at me? And where have my trousers gone? Seriously though, this is my first ever video on YouTube, the start of the Mac in VR dynasty. Hello fellow YouTubers, Mac here from our brand new channel dedicated to all things gaming and virtual reality. I'll be honest, I look back at these early videos and I cringe, but they are consistent, and I remember that I did spend a good 6 weeks before the launch of the channel working on an identity. This included a colour scheme, a consistent font, my own logos, a catchphrase, an essence to the channel if you like, so that if someone saw one of my videos they would automatically think, hey, that's a Mac in VR video. As the channel progressed and I experimented, sometimes successfully, and sometimes not so successfully.
Now what have you done to me? Now I've got bigger breasts and I'm a ginger. What the f...
I've made significant progress now so that the channel's style is pretty much locked in. I have an identity that I'm happy with, and there is a good continuity with my content. The logo, the catchphrase, the backdrops, the way I deliver my content is consistent and predictable so that people know what they will get when they see a new video on my channel. Next, I want to discuss the good things that have happened to me in the past 12 months. Friends! I've reconnected with a good friend from my days of playing Airsoft, so thanks to Fave for being our peaking AWP wanker on Population 1. The first few weeks were painful as he went from noob to pro, but we stuck with it, and now he's a top tier sniper who's pulled our fat out the fire on more than one occasion and consistently nicks all of our kills. But one random encounter has really changed my channel's fortunes for the better. I ran into a guy in a Pop 1 lobby. He was dressed as a base PJ and he was saying that he was trying to get 500 kills in a week. I called him out straight away for disguising himself as a noob, and from that conversation I met somebody very special. It has started a beautiful and mutually beneficial friendship, so cheers to the big lad, my gorgeous Punjabi babe, the legend that is Surgical from Surgical Gaming on Twitch TV. You can check out his channel here. 2. When your video goes viral. My best performing video is this virtual desktop setup video. It hit over 1,000 views within hours of going live and is consistently my best performing content to date. It's so satisfying when all the hard work pays off. 3. The community. All the people that I've met online while hanging around in lobbies or via Surgical's Discord channel, playing Population 1 and getting recognised in lobbies. Initially it's a bit embarrassing, but it's a great boost if you have an enlarged ego, which I don't, obviously.
Mac in VR.
Hello.
How are we doing, mate?
I'm good. That's a nice outfit.
I watch all your videos on YouTube.
Oh, cheers mate, thanks a lot.
You're from the north, aren't you?
4. Finally making a bit of money. It's taken a while, but I have received my first payment from Google. I was so happy that I showed the wife the email. She promptly took my credit card off me and went shopping. Who'd have thunk it? 5. Starting to feel comfortable in front of the camera. At first I was very self-conscious in front of the lens, but after 12 months I am starting to find my feet, relax and let my personality show for the camera. I hope that this is reflected in my presentation and the content I'm publishing. Next, I'm going to talk about what I do not like about being on YouTube. Number 1, working on a video for days and no bugger watches it. When I first started the channel, my favourite thing to do was make videos about pistol whip using Live for mixed reality and full body tracked avatars using my Vive Trackers. I still think this is some of my best content, but nobody watched them. I did a full series of human versus avatar videos and this is the result. Most of them struggled to hit 100 views. Just not worth the effort, which is a pity as I really loved playing that game and making those videos. 2. Insecurity. Some days I don't know why it happens, but just some days I wonder, what the bloody hell am I doing on YouTube? Why am I putting myself through this? Why am I ploughing all this work into building this channel? Am I a fraud? Am I legitimate? Why am I putting myself up against these other YouTube channels who have hundreds of thousands of subs? I mean, what's the point? Do those words resonate with you? Do you feel that insecurity? Do you wonder why you bother sometimes? In the end, I just think to myself, well, they had to start somewhere, didn't they? Even Casey Neistat had to start from zero, didn't he? I have learned to relax about this part of my journey on YouTube, but my obsessive nature does mean I keep slipping back into my old ways occasionally. I suppose you just have to bully your way through and try and keep the darkness at bay. Next is revenue streams, or more simply, how to make money doing something you love. Most people who start a YouTube channel become too focused on that first 1,000 subs and that first 4,000 hours of watch time in a bid to monetize. There's nothing wrong with trying to get that part of the channel done as soon as, but you may be ignoring other streams that you can start straight away. Number 1, merchandise. Start a shop, design a t-shirt or a cushion or a coffee cup. Think about who is watching your channel and make some merchandise that you'd actually buy yourself. I have a fertile mind. Some people say my head is full of shit, but I do have slogans, catchphrases and some bizarre thoughts that translate well to some saleable merch. 2, Amazon affiliates. Apply as soon as you can, put links in your description and watch the cash roll in. I made the grand total of 63p in my first affiliate payout, but from small acorns, mighty oaks grow. 3, Patreon. It's easy to set up, it's free, and you may as well start a Patreon channel as soon as possible. If people like your stuff, they will pay to support you. 4, company affiliate links. I've been quite lucky and have built a good relationship with 2 VR gun stock manufacturers right from the start of my channel. They are Virtual Rifle Systems and Protube. Be good to the companies that support you, but don't be a sycophant. People can smell false praise. Be honest, even if it's painful. If a company is happy for you to be honest with their product, then that is something to cherish. Be critical, but be truthful. If it needs improvement, be positive when mentioning the problem. If it's the best thing since sliced bread, tell everyone with all the enthusiasm you possess.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God.
I think that some high-level YouTube personalities forget what it's like to be an ordinary person who has to pay for their own tech. Don't be that wanker. 5, monetize your channel. I did mention that you shouldn't become obsessed with monetizing your channel, but once you have the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours, do it as soon as possible. You will then make money by purely having content on your channel that people are watching. It's like printing money, and the bigger your channel gets, the bigger your money printing machine gets. The best thing is you can make money while you're asleep. It's genius. So what's next for Mac in VR? Well, currently I'm concentrating on hitting 10,000 subs for my channel. I'm currently on about 7,000. But the long-term goal is to hit 50,000 by March 31st, 2022. Why this date? Well, my real and proper job is a firefighter for Durham County Fire and Rescue. I'll be 55 years old by the time 31st March 2022 rolls around, and though I do love my job, it's a young man's game. And I'm getting a bit long in the tooth. Really? I look younger than that? Oh, how nice of you to say. I think it would be rather nice to retire from the fire service and carry on making content for my YouTube channel as my full-time job. What do you think? Is that a realistic goal? I think it's achievable, and 50,000 subs seems to be a tipping point for YouTubers. Just look at some of my favourite creators like Steve Knows, BMF, Cass and Cherry, and my all-time favourite channel, Mike, from Virtual Reality Oasis, who used to be a copper before he packed it all in and went to work for himself. So that is a summary of my first year on YouTube. It's been a roller coaster ride. I've learned a lot about myself. I've reconnected with a good friend, made another lifelong friend, and I've just had the time of my life. So thanks again to Face and Surgical for being the linchpins in Team Tryhard. Thanks to Shane and Denise from Virtual Rifle Systems for spotting my channel early and sticking with me. Thanks to Estelle from Protube for being so nice and then sending me a carbon mag tube because I was drooling over it in one of my videos. But most of all, thanks to all my faithful subs who have stuck with me through all the highs and lows of this manic 12 months, especially my pal Rob, who has literally been there and bought the t-shirt. And to you, watching this, go and start that YouTube channel you've been thinking about. Be creative, be yourself. Go and do what you want to do, and maybe, just maybe, you might find out that this is what you are meant to be doing with your life. I'm into virtual reality. That is my passion. What's your passion? Go do that, and go and do it now. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this content, then please support the channel by subscribing, dropping a like on this video, which is very important, and remember, you can now support the channel on Patreon or by purchasing some of my Mac in VR branded merchandise at tshirtstudio.com. I can also be found on Twitch, where I stream most days on my pal Surgical Gaming's channel, usually about 1 PM GMT. Check out all the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.
Just here, Shane, if you can reach. Yeah, they're coming in.
Yeah.
He's in the zone. Another one on you, Shane, coming right on you.
Got one.
One more, guys.
Ah! I'm nearly dead.
BT 11, BT 11.
Yes!
Nice. Fucking peeking pricks.
That's twice we beat them in a row.